How fast can we put on wigs? Super fast. That's gonna help make this big if you want it to. Hi guys, welcome back to the Chiquel YouTube channel. My name is Amanda and today I am bringing you budget-friendly, I am bringing you bangs, and I'm bringing you a comparison. So this whole trifecta here that I think you're gonna love. But before I jump into all of that, I'm gonna remind you to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel where you can learn even more about alternative hair. I'm always having people asking me to do more videos with bangs. And of course, I'm always having people telling me that wigs are just too darn expensive and they cannot purchase them. So I'm here giving you bangs and I'm giving you a much more budget-friendly option or options. And I'm gonna compare these two. So today I have for you Alva by Noriko and I have Jones by Estetica, two very popular basic cap wigs that have bangs. So what I'm gonna need you to do is pay attention because I need you to tell me below which one you would be more inclined to get. Are you team Alva or will you be team Jones? And hopefully after I talk about them both, you can try and decide which one is more for you. All right, we're gonna start with Jones here. So I did mention how these were both basic caps. Now, when I say basic cap, what that really means is that they are completely machine sewn, machine made. They're not hand tied, they're just all made with a machine. So on a basic cap, you're often going to find a permatease top. If you don't know what permatease is, I have done a video already that explains in detail what permatease is. In short form, it is a short-haired crimping effect at the root of the fiber that gives it volume. And it is also a method used to disguise wefting. But like I said, go back and view my YouTube video on permatease and it'll give you a better idea. But these basic caps often have the permatease at the top. A basic cap also means that it's a machine sewn wefted cap. So it's not hand tied, they're sewn into rows. Open wefted caps means that it's usually pretty stretchy, ventilated if it's an open wefted one like this one, breathable. And then we have even just basic ear tabs. They're just standard ear tabs on this one that don't have any velvet on them. So if you're someone who has sensitive skin, you might not love the feeling of these just standard ear tabs. You might prefer to have velvet. And then we also just have a standard nape. It's extended, but it's just wefted. So there's no velvet here at all. Now on Estetica's caps, they often use these hook adjusters to allow you to adjust the circumference. So this is the cap of Jones. It's pretty much as basic can get. You're not gonna have the bells and whistles on it. You're not gonna have the extra comfort things on it. You're not gonna have anything on it that's going to make it look like super realistic. But the one thing that definitely helps to make this look realistic are the bangs, because the bangs are gonna hide the fact that you don't have any lace front. Okay, now before I put on Jones, I will let you know that this is in the color R6/10. So this is gonna be a medium brown color, and that's the 6. And then the 10 in this is going to have some sort of lighter brown highlighting throughout it. So you do get a little bit of dimension in this. It's definitely not one solid color. You will find very subtle highlighting in this. And I will say that it does lean a little bit more neutral toned. Okay, without further ado, let's put Jones on. Jones is a really popular style, and the reason it is loved by so many is because it is like this super funky, almost rocker chick look to it. It has a very subtle wave going on. Like, it's so subtle, but it's there. And it also has so many choppy layers. So it gives this like rocker chick effect going on that so many people love. Okay, these bangs, you're gonna find they're very thin. They are not a big, thick, heavy bang, but you can try and pull as much of it forward and it's gonna give you a very feathery appearance. Or you can swipe them a bit to the side so they're not right in the front or right down the middle. You can do that. However you want to wear them, they are pretty versatile. I personally think I would probably bring them forward I'd probably cut them. They're a touch long on me. Okay, let me do a quick little spin for you. I just think this is such a cool look. So like I mentioned, there is no lace front on this. You're just gonna have this hard front here that's not gonna give you any illusion of growth from your hairline. And then this is a permatease top. So you're also not gonna get any illusion of scalp here. So if that is something that truly bothers you and you feel like you need that illusion of scalp, then you might not love these wigs. But I think these are really great budget-friendly options. If you can find a budget-friendly option that has bangs, it's gonna be a pretty decent wig for you. All right, we do have about a light to medium density going on here, but the permatease in this is, you know, quite substantial. There's a good fluffy amount here. That's gonna help make this big if you want it to. Look at me, look how crazy I am. So there is lots of permatease in here, but you don't have to truly use it all. You can bring it down and make it a little bit more of a toned down version of itself here. So I will say that Jones is not the most comfortable cap in the universe. It's not uncomfortable, but I can definitely feel on my bald head that you know, having no velvet strip here. This is not velvet, this is just a material, whatever that is. Not having a velvet nape and not having the velvet ear tabs, I can kind of notice it. It's not make or break for me because I'm someone who just, I wear whatever and I kind of deal with it. But if you are someone who has a sensitive scalp, you may not love the feeling of this. All right, let's talk about the size of this. I measure personally 20.5 inches in circumference. I am 11.5 inches front to nape and 11.5 inches ear to ear. Most Estetica wigs fit quite large on me. However, this one is not fitting huge. This one is fitting pretty good. I would say that this is very close to an average sized wig. I might bring the adjusters in a couple notches and then it would fit much better for me. There's not even too much bulk in the cap. A lot of average wigs for me will often have a lot of bulk, but this one doesn't have too much. So I find that this is very true to average size. This is gonna be a wig that is going to be fun to play with if you have products like a wig wax or contour cream or like sea salt spray. If you get it in there, you will really be able to bring out these layers and really sort of accentuate those very subtle wave features going on in this wig. It's gonna bring everything out and just make it that much more cool. Okay, I'm gonna now bring out Alva by Noriko, another beautiful and popular basic cap bang wig. So let's take off Jones. I will introduce you to the cap here. It's gonna be very similar to what Jones is. So we do have our permatease top here. No illusion of scalp with a monofilament top at all. It's just all machine sewn, no hand tied components. However, on this one, we do have a velvet liner at the front here, which will be a nice feature for comfort. It's an open wefted cap, just like Jones is. Here, let me just bring out Jones here to actually show you both of them. So there's the permatease tops, whoopsie. There's the open wefted caps for both of them. Now, same thing with Alva. You're gonna have standard ear tabs that do not have any velvet on them, just like how Jones was a standard ear tab with no velvet. So the comfort level, not ideal, but not make or break. And then the nape though on Alva is going to be velvet, whereas Jones is an extended nape. That's just a standard nape, no velvet, no comfort factor there. So Alva will have a couple more comfortable features on her, which might be lovely for you. And then to top it all off, we do have some pull adjusters here as opposed to the hooks that Jones had. All right, let me get Alva on. I have this in the color Melted Marshmallow. It's such a pretty color. This one does have some warmer medium brown roots. We do have some ashier blonde throughout here, plus there's a lot of warmth going on here as well. I don't know if I come up closer and you see this, but there is some more sort of almost strawberry tones going throughout this. overall, it's gonna be cool with a little bit of warmth to it, I would say. Okay, Alva, in comparison to Jones, I feel like has even more permatease. It seems like there's just a lot more going on top of my head here. You can definitely get in here, work it up to make it nice and big and voluminous. And although you can bring her down quite a bit, you can't truly get rid of all the permatease. You still might find that she is a little bit poofy on top just because of all that permatease up here. Noriko, which is this brand, is typically a brand that likes to use a lot of permatease. So if you love permatease, Noriko might be your go-to brand. All right, I do find that the bangs on Alva are a little bit fuller, and I feel like they come across your whole forehead a little bit better. See, they come all the way to the sides here. So it's gonna be a little bit of a fuller bang in general. Whereas, let me just put on Jones like super fast. Quick little transition so we can just see that bang again. I find it harder to get that bang forward. I find it harder to find those little pieces. It just seems a little bit more sparse in the bang area. But there we go, and a bit longer too. Okay, back to Alva. Okay, how fast can we put on wigs? Super fast. All right, let me spin for you guys. I don't think I actually did that yet for you. So you'll notice how on the style of Alva, she's gonna be a little bit more perfect. Jones is a very imperfect, messy look. Alva is gonna be like your sophisticated bob. Plus she has some more wispy ends. So you're gonna find that her density at the ends are gonna be quite light and then much fuller on top. Now you still are gonna find layering in Alva as well. They're just not gonna be quite as evident of layers and not quite as many as in Jones is. Also, one thing about Noriko overall is that they tend to fit a little bit smaller than average, at least in the circumference. I always find with Noriko, whenever I put them on, the circumference fits me pretty well, but then the rest of the cap is more average fitting and feels bulky on me. So that's kind of similar to Alva here. She does fit a touch smaller than average in the circumference, but with some extra room here. So if you are someone who is a little bit bigger than average, you might find the circumference a little bit tight on you. All right, so let me show you here. There's that no lace front, but of course we have the bangs here to cover that up, so that's okay. And then of course your lack of monofilament, it's just a permatease top. So you're not gonna get any illusion of scalp on Alva, just like on Jones. All right, I have to know now. Do you think you are like the cool rocker chick team Jones, or are you more of the sophisticated Alva look? What do you guys think? Either way, they are both adorable styles and they are a little bit more friendly on your wallet too. Now, if these are styles that you really love, then make sure you go check them out at chiquel.com. Chiquel.ca if you're in Canada, or chiquel.com.au if you are in Australia. But for now, I'm gonna let you go and comment below. Let us all know what your favorite is, and then you are dismissed. Thanks again so much for watching, you guys. I truly appreciate all of your support on here, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.